Welcome back to Rap and Wrestling. It's your boy T the Monster. Let's get into it immediately. Did you see yesterday, Saturday night's main event? Because I for sure did. First of all, let me just get right into it, right? So, they already kicked off the night with the Nia versus Rhea Ripley match. Let me just say, I'm giving a standing ovation to both women. They put on a great match. It's not what I thought it would be. Both women have pulled out things that I've never seen before. Shout out to Nia Jax for pulling out moves that I've never seen before. I believe they did a code red in the middle of the ring, which is great, which caused a near fall, and the crowd was into it. The crowd was saying this is awesome, I believe too, and I believe, to me, that's the first time I've heard them chant that for a Nia Jax match. So shout out to her for improving over the last couple of weeks. It hasn't been just that Saturday night's main event. She's been actually improving for once. I can't say for once because actually she's been getting better since she became champion. So shout out to Nia for getting better, of course. Rhea as well did a great job. Also, great job selling from Rhea as well. I knew that she would kind of win. Of course, I think they're trying to keep her champion going into Mania based on what's supposed to happen at the Rumble. So shout out to them. Great match, of course. It didn't go over too long. It wasn't one of those boring, typical women matches that they used to talk about online back in the day. It was actually a match that you enjoy. Me personally, again, I'm not saying that that I walk away from matches, and that I'm not saying that Nia Jax is a terrible wrestler at all. I'm just saying, based on what's been said online or whatever about her, all that kind of shit, she's been, proving them wrong. So shout out to both women, of course, for putting on a great match to kick off Saturday night's main event as well. So one time for WWE for booking that match, and one time for the women, of course, for putting on a great show. Right after that, excuse me, I'm sorry. After that, of course, you had Braun Breaker and Sheamus going at it, and let me just say, like, low-key, that's like one of the matches of the night, because I didn't expect that match to be so great. Now, Braun Breaker, of course, he's going to be, I feel at least, he's going to have a great year in 2025 in WWE. He's already the Intercontinental Champion. I think he's going to have a great run in the Rumble. I think they're going to build him up for the Rumble to have he's going to have like a whole bunch of eliminations. And I think that teaming him or putting him in a match with Sheamus gets a chance to show, his ability to put on a real match. And like I said, they pulled off that spear, of course, off the steps. That was a great move. There was a couple different things in that match that I liked. I don't say the brutality, but the physicality of the match as well. Great finish to the match, of course, also. And great job selling the reaction by Sheamus, of course, him not being able to become, Intercontinental Champion, adding to his legacy. And then, of course, after that match, you had what I'd say was probably the biggest moment of the night between between Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman. There's too many goddamn Brauns in the WWE at this point. You got 3 of them, so excuse me for getting it wrong. But, of course, the match ended in a no contest. I believe it was in disqualification, so Braun Strowman technically gets the win. But great selling, of course, and great job getting Jacob over as the aggressive animal, I'm air quoting, animal that he's supposed to be, being the Samoan werewolf and things like that as well. I think Jacob, another one similar to Braun Breaker, is going to be another breakout star this year in 2025. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with Jacob, to see if he actually goes after a title this year. It'd be nice to see if he gets like an Intercontinental Championship, or if he gets like maybe a U.S. title shot or something like that. I think he's going to be another one who's going to have a great showing in the Royal Rumble as well. So, and then of course after that you had the title. I'm sorry, the title signing. You had the title. What do you want to call it? Contract signing. They hung the belts, whatever, similar to the Randy Orton and John Cena shit. Between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, of course, with Shawn Michaels in the middle mediating. Now, this was a tremendous use of, or a great use of Shawn Michaels in the situation that he was in. Of course, being the mediator, him looking to extend his hand to Kevin Owens to shake his hand. Kevin Owens, of course, being the heel he is, not taking the handshake. Attacking Shawn Michaels, looking to set him up for that package power driver. And then, of course, Cody getting involved and stopping it from happening. Shawn Michaels coming with that sweet chin music, of course. And it was great just to kind of see, you know, Shawn Michaels get used in the right way, where he's still a legend. He's in his hometown. Of course, we got to get him involved to have him take some kind of bump or something like that. So it's going to be good to see this feud finally come to an end between Kevin Owens and Cody at Royal Rumble, and a ladder match as well. So let's see what happens, you know. I think Cody will probably end up winning for obvious reasons, but let's see what kind of match they put on with Kevin Owens. I do believe that Kevin Owens does deserve a World Heavyweight title soon, like this year. He's been putting on great heel work. Someone need to give him something, man, like for his tremendous work he's been doing. So shout out to both of them. Royal Rumble, of course, we'll be covering that. That's going to be next Saturday as well, or is it Saturday or Sunday? I forget which day now, but it's going to be on there as well. And lastly, of course, Jey Uso versus Gunther. This match, of course, great match, because I was kind of having my doubts about Jey Uso, and here's what I mean. He can put on a great match, of course, but like I feel like he needs a belt. He needs to be more than just a catchphrase and an entrance at this point. So it was great to see him put on a great match with Gunther. Gunther, of course, giving the reaction, of course, and putting Uso over at the end, of course, with the reaction looking like he got his respect. Jey Uso, of course, having a great match. At the end, when it went off air, Cody Rhodes even went out there and said, hey, you know what? Jey Uso will be a champion soon, so on and so forth. And so I do believe that Jey Uso deserves to be a world champion soon, like sometime this year as well. Maybe world heavyweight champion. If you know the world WWE champion is going to go to somebody else. So I do hope that he does get that, because you know let's make use of what he's for. You know, let's not just keep making him, you know, the guy who gets close to the belt and then loses. So. Also, great use of the legends last night sporadically throughout the crowd. We saw Mark Henry, we saw Alundra Blaze. I think, I want to say we saw Michelle McCool, I'm not completely sure. But I think there was a sighting of her as well. Along with Jesse Ventura back on commentary. He did a great and phenomenal job as well from the governor. So one time for Jesse Ventura as well for doing a great show. WWE, of course, putting on another phenomenal event. And next week, it'll be interesting to see how it'll be interesting to see how the Royal Rumble comes along. So until then, make sure you strap on your seatbelts. It's your boy T the Monster. I'll see you soon.